I'm on too. It's going to be a podcast, but check it out now that I've got a bit of a soundboard happening here, which I'm sure will work flawlessly. That means we could do cold opens now, right? And then we could choose whether or not we publish what was in the cold open.
Let's find
So we could fuck around until we feel comfortable and then maybe put the intro on, or we could keep everything in. The listeners
We'll never know.
or they will if we do this from the very start.
Nah, you guys won't. They wouldn't know.
Fuck them. It's a secret.
They're casuals anyway. Let's go.
Total casuals. All right.
It's just what do we kick straight in with? Because Merry Christmas, everybody. I guess seasonal fucking greetings.
But the thing.
One is an idiot.
Well, there it is.
Both of them. Shut up.
It doesn't look like it's recorded, honestly. Good. That'll be fun to deal with later.
Yeah.
A Merry Christmas, everybody.
Seasonal fucking greetings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you've had fun.
In the true spirit of doing a year in review, 42 episodes in, we also say Merry Christmas after Christmas.
Yeah, bro.
I realized this week, we didn't address that on the podcast at all.
Don't
Yeah, all right. So we'll do it now.
I'll address what I want.
Yeah. Take this for next Christmas.
No, yeah. It's weird because we started testing 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Around this date.
Yeah, bro.
And yeah, it's been fun as.
Hard out.
And I don't know, this year's just kept giving. All year the funnies have kept coming and the shocking and what did we start? What was a crazy news one from the start? It was Vince McMahon's a rapist.
Yeah, that was interesting news.
He poos on ladies' heads and stuff.
He poos on ladies. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was the news a year ago. And now it's how has the world changed and got more fucked up in this
It did get more fucked up. What do you want to talk about, man?
Where do you want to start? Because I've got one that I wanted to just throw at you.
Come on in.
You know the drones in New Jersey?
What about them?
I've found out what it is.
Okay.
If you zoom in on these drones, bro, they look like circles within circles. Therefore, angels. They're angels.
They're angels.
It's the Judgment Day thingy, bro.
Well, that's good news for some people, I guess.
I don't think that's what's going on.
Are they non-denominational angels, or are they proper, Catholic angels?
Jewish.
Oh, damn!
Nah, I've just seen cunts putting up, I zoomed in on this drone, and this is what it looks like, and it's clearly an angel. And you're like, okay, it's not an angel. It's not clearly. You can't see shit. It's just the same as every other footage you see of something in the sky. But yeah, people are fully going, it's scaring cunts into religion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not into Judaism, though.
No, just because
You're not welcome there.
I don't think that's the plan.
What if... it's fascinating to me where the... interference. It's fascinating to me where the line is for people. The age-old question is, are you more likely to get into heaven, if heaven's real? Are you more likely to get into heaven as a denominational member of a church that follows all their doctrines, or as just a basically good guy? Which one of those is more likely?
According to those books, though, God doesn't really have a problem.
Well, according to all those books, it's the first one. It's you've got to go to their thing and give them
There's a thing about God doesn't fuck with the ignorance or some shit. If you had no knowledge of God.
Yeah.
I learned, this is an old thing, my mate told me it was...
God doesn't fuck with the ignorant?
Apparently.
I've never heard that.
This missionary fella in Africa, and he's talking to the villager, and the chief said to him, hey, if we didn't know about God, would we go to hell? Would our sins and everything? And the priest was like, nah, God doesn't do that.
But wouldn't that just put you in purgatory forever?
I don't know, but this dude was like, well, why are you telling everyone? If he doesn't, yeah, and that was always
to give them the chance.
Yeah,
no, I think it's because of purgatory. At least in the religion I was raised in,
it's because
if you're an unbaptized baby, for instance, or someone who was nearly there, you go to purgatory. You don't get heaven or hell.
There's a word for this.
What?
Lies.
Yeah. But I was wondering, if I was raised Catholic, but I love a bargain, would the Jewish angels still take me on?
Probably.
Because it's the same founding document.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious that it's hey, it could be drones. Nah, angels. I'm religious now. Yeah. And it's that's because it could be real. You needed that to be scared.
I heard people saying that there was no heat signature to the drones, and I tried to find this. Well, I mean, kind of one guy said that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like an official position of anybody. And that was frustrating. I
Well-
listened to a bit of Rogies this week.
Oh, yeah? Who
I
was he
never
talking
do
to?
that. He was talking to Tim Dillon. I love Tim Dillon.
Yeah,
I
they're
listened
and
to
they're great together.
I listened to their conversation.
Yeah.
But I got fucking hypnotized by Rogies. I forgot what it was like listening to that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you go into like a trance listening to him as he like chimp tries to figure shit out on the fly. And I heard him be like, no, there's this thing that happened and I feel strongly about it. And then a little while later, Jamie was like, no, I'm looking that up. That didn't happen. Well, like a 2% amount of it happened. And Rogan was like, oh, that's crazy. I don't feel any differently about it.
Yeah. Great, eh?
Okay, bro.
Yeah. I've seen him do that too, of like, yeah, this is 100% a thing. And then Jamie or somebody's like,
Yeah,
nah,
not a thing.
it's actually
No.
this. And he's like, well, see, if it's real.
Yeah, but I
and
thought it was a thing.
But he'll even just frame it of like, but if it's real,
Yeah.
I can now talk about that.
Yeah.
And say what I was going to say anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think
That's okay, man. That's good radio. That's okay.
He's clever, bro. That's
Yeah.
it. It's a product now.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
not just him and his mates sitting around having laughs and getting high. He can do whatever the fuck he wants and people will buy this product. He
Yeah.
put a thing on YouTube for 15 years and someone bought it for $120 million. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You could have, why didn't Spotify just download it all?
It's just a popular thing, man.
Yeah, bro,
It's
but-
worth money.
And that's where it is now.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. Well, the reason I went with the angels thing
Yeah.
is, do you know what the Vatican did on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, launched a bunch of drones in New Jersey.
Lovely. That was nice. No, it's the start of the Catholic Jubilee. Do you know anything about this?
It's a complicated name there.
Apparently every
No, I don't know about the Catholic Jubilee. I was raised Catholic.
every
for this shit.
25 years, they open these 4 mystical portals.
What?
They say mystical portals. It means doors.
I don't know any of this.
I knew you would I knew you'd react, but I didn't know you knew.
Hang on,
nothing.
it was 25 years. I'm 37, so I
Yeah.
would have been 12 when this happened.
99.
My family, for various reasons, wasn't going to the church when I was 12.
Well, you fellas missed this.
Yeah, bro, didn't know
So,
about this shit at all.
Apparently, those 4 doors, those portals that open,
Yeah.
is plenary indulgence. Have you heard of this?
Planetary indulgence, I know what that is.
Yeah, it's that thing. So if you walk through these fucking things, you're absolved from all punishment ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the movie Dogma.
It's from the movie Dogma. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
not from the movie Dogma.
Yeah,
That's where I
that's
know
where
it
I saw
from.
it. Yeah. So they do that every 25 years. They open these 4 doors, and that's what they're for. And Pope, whatever the fuck his name is,
Yeah.
Francoli,
Yeah. Franco is, right?
he's made a 5th door. And it's at the tomb of Lucifer.
What?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is our fact checker?
I
He won't
know.
get to the bottom of this.
No.
They won't get to the
But
bottom of this.
apparently, someone went on TikTok and was like, they're opening 5 sacred portals and it's the devil and Lucifer, and it's not what it is at all. They it's the religious bob and weave, bro. Like, they put up a word and it actually just means this word.
Yeah, okay, but if you change a really old doctrine to change a symbolic number of 4 to the number 5, what's the evilest symbol?
It's coming next.
It's a pentagram, dude.
So 25 and 25
points.
years, though, we get 6.
What, are you supposed to add a door every time you do it?
I don't know, but apparently Pope Francis has wanted to do this for ages as a symbol of hope for prisoners. It's at a prison.
Okay. It absolves them of their sins.
I think they're recruiting soldiers that'll panic, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like the Ruskies.
Yeah, bro. Something's
Yeah.
going on here. Yeah. But nah, it's real strange because I've never heard anything about it. When I looked it up to try and find shit about it, there's just the Vatican explains it. And I don't know if I'm just not very smart to read it, but it was like the words didn't work.
Don't blame yourself.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't make sense. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's really at the tomb of Lucifer or whatever, but those words keep coming up. It's real strange.
Okay.
But yeah, it's 5 portals. Like, they're making a new portal. And that's where I'm like, hold on, I thought you just had to be sorry.
Yeah.
Well, why do you need a magic door?
Maybe if you haven't confessed, because in Catholicism at least, you have to confess to a priest.
So you don't have to confess now. You just wait 25 years, then run through a door.
I guess. Yeah.
What?
You're
This-
playing dice with your soul, though, man. You might die before that, and then you'll fuck.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it seems very interesting that you could like. Why doesn't he make doors everywhere that do that? Why do they have to wait 25 years?
Too easy.
So many
Too
questions.
easy. Too easy.
There's
You
so
gotta-
many questions about it.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah, bro.
doing?
Almost like if you drill down into it, it's totally arbitrary.
Can I show you? What time are we at? Where are we at?
I don't know. 10 minutes?
Okay, remember, remind me when we have a break
Okay.
to show you this footage I found.
Yeah, bro. Interesting.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
sounds
it's-
good.
I've never heard anything about this. And I thought it was just off dogma. I thought that church made up that thing
Yeah.
to get more people. Remember they had the Buddy Wow Christ?
The Buddy Christ.
Yeah.
Fantastic
and,
stuff.
Yeah, it was George Carlin.
Yeah, bro.
Christ didn't come here to give us the willies.
Yeah.
He came to help us out. That whole thing.
He was a booster.
Yeah, I thought they made that for that movie as like some weird Catholicism thing just to be like, oh, the angels go through it, the unmakes God, all
Yeah.
that shit. But no.
Holy fuck, it was probably right around when it was last happening, 25 years ago? Would Dogma have come out in 99?
I think it was a 8ish, 98,
Damn.
99. Yeah, it's real weird, eh? And I've know nothing about this. I've never heard anybody talk about it. I didn't know that there was mystical sacred portal doors. The other thing here, is there a tomb of Lucifer?
I don't know.
You're supposed to be the man on the inside here, bro.
I left. I could go back in as a double agent, but I'm not currently the man on the inside.
No. It's just, what are they up to? Like, hey, we're not paying taxes and we touch heaps of kids. Get out of
Yeah.
the way while we make this magic door that absolves all sin and temporal judgment.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Okay, where are you putting this? Prison. That sounds less like, what? How does any of this make sense? This is a religion. A big one. Yeah.
A major one, yes.
So you got people in LA, in New Jersey, looking into the sky, seeing drones going, angel, I must convert.
Yeah.
And then you go over to the Vatican and they're like, hold up, we just got to open this sacred door.
Yeah.
I love it because they were like, this door hasn't been
So you
opened.
think the timing is connected?
I think it's funny now.
Yeah.
I don't think it was done.
But it's
I
every
think it's a
25
coincidence.
years.
Yeah.
But there's an extra door now.
So they're like, this door has...
Hang on, where's the door? In New Jersey?
No, the door shit's all over in the Vatican.
Okay.
And Rome.
There's a Vatican prison?
In Italy, in Rome.
Shit, there probably is a Vatican prison.
Yeah.
They're their own country, right?
But see what I mean?
Must
It's,
have a
it
prison.
does, all of this doesn't make sense, the way they explain it.
Yeah.
Even to the point where the Pope's like sitting in front of this thing and they're like, we're going to open this door. And the door starts to open. And then the next shot is from inside the tomb, looking, it's like, what, you had a cunt in there since 99? Like, how does this fucking work? Like, what, did you carefully edit it and just be like, hey, Popey, can you just sit there for a sec while we run one of the
crack
boys
it
in?
for a moment, just
Yeah.
so Jerry can run it.
Yeah, and we'll just have a great shot, mate. Think about it. You sitting there in the doorway,
Yeah,
light
yeah.
behind you, you look pretty ethereal.
Dude, it's all
like-
part of it. That's modern religion. Popey, get on board. There's other religions in the world that are getting active around this time of year.
Who?
Well, there was a Christmas vehicular murder in Germany.
Who did it?
Interesting you ask that. It was a well, he wasn't Catholic, I'll say that. He said that he was an atheist. Well, he was a 50-year-old doctor from Saudi Arabia who dedicated a lot of his time to helping Saudi Arabian apostates move to Germany. Because
Yep.
in Saudi Arabia, if you say, hey, I don't believe in Islam anymore, they fucking kill you. Yeah. So that's what he said his deal was, but he helped hundreds of people immigrate to Saudi. And then he did a terrorism. He said
Wait,
that...
did you say immigrate to Saudi? No, to Germany.
No, to Germany.
Yeah.
He said that Germany was too apologetic about radical Islam, and people had reported him to the German authorities saying, he's going to kill people, please do something, which obviously they didn't do. I mean, what do you think of him? Because he said he was an atheist, and then he helped immigrate hundreds of Saudis and then did a terrorism that looks a lot like other Islamic terrorism.
That just seems
what do you
like
think of this
I think
guy?
he's probably a spy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a pretty easy way to do it, right? But
And, bro, actually, this is funny as I watched this movie the other night, and it had some terrorist sort of shit in it. And the bad guy was like, no, I'm not a terrorist, because terrorists do it for like religious or political motivation. I'm not doing that. I'm a guy doing a job. There is enough of us that have left black ops and intelligence agencies, and we have skills that we can't use in normal life, but people need shit done. So groups of us do shit. So it wouldn't surprise me that there's cunts out there like, hey, if we fucking, this helps our narrative. If a Muslim dude who fucking was scaring people and all that sort of shit, and commits a terrorism after immigrating people. It's probably a job.
Could be.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like,
it's so hard to know what's real with this,
Yeah.
because he did like a quintessential Islamic terrorism thing,
Yep.
and he came from an Islamic country, and he was helping others.
Yeah.
But it's all squirrely. Like, to what degree is Islam connected with your life that isn't just belief in God? It's your culture, it's your sensibilities, it's your kinship with other people. And it's interesting. I don't know. It's super interesting, and I think we're going to have to wait a while before we know what the fuck this was. This was just a
and if we
baffling-
never hear
But,
anything,
I mean,
spy.
a lot of people died. Like 100 people. Did you see the footage?
Nah, I wouldn't watch it.
Fuck!
I
saw it by accident. It's rough.
I did. What I saw was people commenting on how Tommy Robinson, you know, that UK fuckwit.
I only know
Right
of him.
wing-
I couldn't say I've ever seen.
Oh, he did some doco, bro.
You called him Romy Tobbins.
Yeah, yeah. He was walking down some road in an interview and
Yeah.
talking about how bad England's got and all this.
Of course.
And he came. There was traffic bollards like blocking a road.
yeah.
And he's like, oh, those go in and out of the ground. We need them because they're going to drive cars into our markets and shit. And like,
Sure.
and this was years ago that
Okay.
he said that, and that was in England. And apparently, Germany doesn't have those bollards.
Right.
And it's like, yeah. So you fellas, this seems a little weird to make that guy right. Like, this where it's how you say squirrely. It's something fucked up. It looks more like it's a job done by some professionals to make it look like what somebody wanted that to look like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think with this story, it's equally likely that this was a guy who believed everything he said the whole way through and then did a terrorism because he really thought the German government was too sympathetic to Islam.
So he's done it on purpose.
That could all be true.
It could be that. Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. But as you said,
that's a wild story. Yeah, but I bet your story, I think, is equally likely.
Yeah, they could just be a crazy dude.
Yeah, bro. What else? There's more news. There's more race stuff. Who does it in race stuff at all?
No, what is it? It better not suck.
Someone tried to kill that guy, Nick Fuentes. You know that guy?
Oh yeah.
He's an ethno-nationalist.
Yeah,
he's a real piece of
your
shit.
body, my choice guy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Now
So
it's-
he fucking sucks, but he's got a bit of that Trump thing where he's
Yeah,
like reprehensible,
he's
but a
funny.
little bit funny.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. So he's
like evil Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's funny. Somebody went to his house having already killed 3 people and tried to get in there to kill him. For what he said. And people are obviously focused on the wrong parts of it, which is whether the person who doxed him should be in trouble rather
I
than
think
the
it's
person who
that's more
tried
funny
to
too,
kill
though.
him.
Why don't you say the shit that he says in public at bars?
Oh.
People.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, because you get your ass knocked out, or at least...
Yeah, bro.
out.
So where do you say it?
Yeah, online with Nick Fuentes,
and-
I assume.
Yeah, and you like monetize it,
Yeah.
and then you keep pushing, and then a reality catches up with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, bro?
Yeah, bro.
You think he fired up the wrong people for too long?
And I think that's why you watch what you say.
Interesting.
Fuck this shit I've said, bro, that if someone showed up at my house and was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you for this, I'd be like, don't, but fair enough, I get it. Like, yeah. I'm objecting to this, but I get your point. Like,
Tell my friend which episode!
yeah. But if that guy, what did he say that was huge? Like, yeah, your body, my choice.
Yeah, he's a rampant anti-Semite. He's one of those guys who gets
Nah,
into
he's
the
talking to a
Talmud
woman
and
though with
stuff.
that one, eh?
He is in that case, but he's just being based. Like, he's just being a hard right-wing guy. Yeah.
And so you fuck with every group.
Yeah.
Eventually, one
Except
of those
white men. Like, some white men.
because they would have. Why wouldn't he do that? Because they would have rolled around with a gun and kicked his fucking door in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't kick his door in.
No.
He just kind of rang the doorbell.
Yep,
And he
I did see that.
didn't get in. Now, there
think-
was no perp walk for him, you'll notice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. No perp walk for the guy
wanted
who
to go
ran
for
into
this.
the Christmas parade either. Interesting.
The
Okay,
dude
but
that
the
shot
race-
up the dude that shot up the church.
Yeah. Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
They put him in a flak jacket and took him to Burger King. Yeah, bro. Yeah, because he only killed black people.
It's fucking.
Yeah, it's fucking rotten.
Because
Bro.
that perp walk.
Yeah, the perp walk with guys with machine guns
Yeah.
and the mayor.
Yeah.
And
Did you-
him in bright orange.
Have you seen the photo
And
of? Have you seen the photo of him in court?
Yeah.
Listening to the judge, and there's 2 cops. He's got one here and one there, and they're like Like they're trying to staunch the dude out in the middle of the court case.
Damn.
Yeah, and they're like security.
Yeah.
He's the Joker, remember?
Bro, he's the enemy of the system.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to
Yeah,
like
but
him or agree
that's-
with him to agree that he is the enemy of the system.
But to watch them use all their toys
yeah.
to try and show everybody,
Yeah,
like they're
bro,
making
get
an
him out of a
example
helicopter
of
with
this
12
motherfucker.
guys carrying
Yeah.
huge guns and shit.
Bro, I reckon they rang Arnie, like, can you bring him in? And Arnie's like, I'm actually Santa now. Like, yeah, sorry. I haven't killed anyone in a long time.
I wasn't sure which Arnie you meant for a little while.
Sorts
I
of
thought
things.
they were going to call dicks.
Nah, he'd be on the bros side, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd have some conflicting ideas about him. But, sorry, putting that dude in a fucking bright orange suit and
Yeah.
walking him across that building like a Batman villain
Yeah.
and then put him
How
in...
can you forget that image?
Bro,
Like, he's the guy now.
yeah.
That's why you're not supposed to do that.
There's all these tweets now that are like, so this fella's like well-read, smart, good-looking, lifts weights and plays Pokemon, and the fucking system just put the perfect man in jail. And
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa, that's... Next comment was a reiteration of that, and it's like, the fanboy effect that is happening with this dude
Yeah.
is like...
It's interesting.
Sam Tripoli put him through a gender swap filter and was
Okay.
like, if you don't get it, get it now. Like, if he was a girl, he'd be gorgeous.
Just still fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
sure,
like, this
bro.
is why you can't see it. If it's a girl, like, imagine she did it.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
I didn't realize when he went to jail
Yeah.
and all the inmates.
You know he's being held where Epstein was being held?
Did you know that him and P. Diddy are in the same jail?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the lawyers representing each of them are married?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, bro. And
Why did you guys do that? Oh, no. Fuck.
that's a real thing.
That's a coincidence that so many people will never accept as a coincidence.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, fuck.
So when they said this perp walk was coming,
yeah.
all of these prisoners apparently love this kid. They think he's
You're
a
the
hero.
man. Yeah,
he's
bro.
a hero.
You
in prison.
killed the most killable guy.
Bro, they took him to the prison barber who gave him a fade, which you're not allowed in prison, and done his eyebrows before he did the perp walk.
Nice.
They've all been hooking this kid up
That's
to be
cool,
like,
bro.
you're going out there looking the man, bro.
Yeah.
And my partner found a fucking video of a lady on a news desk interviewing a guy standing outside the prison.
Okay.
And then prisoners start yelling out, going, "We're watching the broadcast. Luigi's by himself." And it's like, the guy's like, we're just hearing from the prisoners. They can hear you on the TV, and they're telling us Luigi's by himself. And she's like, ask them if he's all right. And it's like, he's doing great. And it's like, what the fuck world is this? And the dude, like the man in the middle, is like having to listen to the prisoners and then relay it back to the desk while she talks to the camera to ask them. It's like, this is a weird feedback loop happening with this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and DJs, bro, as it right as their big song's about to have a sub drop, flash his pictures, and the crowd loses
Oh,
their
I bet they
fucking
do,
mind.
bro. Yeah.
It's insane. I can't believe this has happened right at the end of the year.
I read a piece by somebody who said that they talked to him. Like they ran a Patreon thing, and they're a psychologist or something. Runs a Patreon, and if you sign up to the $200 tier, you get a 2-hour conversation with the person. It was her reporting her experience talking to him. Said he was really smart, really inquisitive. Reference Ted Kaczynski.
Yep. That Unabomber?
Yes,
Yep.
that is the Unabomber.
Yep.
I don't know if that needs delving into, but referenced him, and she kind of challenged him on it. It was like, what the fuck? And he was like, no, he belongs in prison. Yeah, he did bad stuff, probably important stuff, but bad stuff. She also said that she was like his manifesto that he was caught, his manifesto that he was caught with. She said it fell short of her expectations of him. Like as a very sharp and inquisitive guy, and he
That's
wrote stuff
weird,
in
eh?
there like, other people can explain it better than me, but yeah, I did it for reasons. She felt that was like,
A cop out.
I mean, why do this? Why make this grand statement if you're... I mean, this is me speculating now. Why make this grand statement when you are this smart and eloquent person and then have this shitty, like, 400-word manifesto that's doesn't...
Is there like 286...
That's, like, ineloquent and
is
won't
there-
convince anybody.
Is there 286 words in it?
Something like that. Shit, there might be, dude. there might be 286
Is
words.
that why it's bullshit? Because it's actually not
maybe.
what you're looking at?
Yeah, maybe,
I don't
bro.
even think it's him, man.
But I don't think it's him either necessarily. If it's him, something's fucky. But what I wanted to get to with this lady is that she, what was I going to say?
She expected more out of the manifesto.
She expected more out of the manifesto, but then she went on to say, like, and he was kind of mad at the wrong people. Like, if they start granting more people's claims, everyone's premiums are going to go up. Like, do you want that? And I was like, fuck.
She's actually evil too.
I can't. Yeah. Well, at least doesn't get what he was doing. Yeah. And you don't have to approve of what he did to get what he was doing.
Well, the photo of him...
And again, if it's him.
The photo of him in the bank... Is it? Yeah, I think it's a bank.
Yeah. Smiling.
Yeah.
Because he can't help but flirt because he's hot.
That doesn't look like the dude.
It doesn't look like
at
him very
all.
Much. No.
Yeah, I've thought that the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that Luigi dude's just the son of a mob boss, bro. They've been like, you owe us a favor, mate.
Yeah.
And he's just had to be this, I'm Luigi. And Luigi can't come out and say, no, you're fucking not. I am. You know, so they're just gonna fucking.
Oh, you think he's just some
plant,
hot guy?
Bro. He's a plant, industry plant.
I think
bro.
He's not an industry plant. I think he's more likely to be like a government.
Yeah.
Plant,
it's a job, cuz see, it's another job.
A reasonable likelihood. Yeah.
What's our time?
Or maybe he does want to be the hero like that, and he's just some fucking guy.
Yeah.
He might have been talked into it by somebody. Our time's currently 26.
Should we have a break?
We could. Yeah. I got one little. Is it right if we talk a little bit of race stuff? Because I'm not like we talked about. I'm not weird about race. I don't feel weird about race, but sometimes it's weird talking about it being recorded. So Nick Fuentes being assassinated. I have noticed the whites getting a lot bolder in their ways. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Well, it's not. I don't know, when they're always at a 9. It's kind of silly to see it at a 10.
Yeah, really. That's an interesting perspective. I think I've been the way the whites behave makes me think they used to think that race doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But they've been convinced that it does, which I think is a huge mistake. Like, well, or at least like an incomplete thought. Mm-hmm. Like, well-meaning liberals have tried to tell white guys, like, no, it matters. Like, race is really important. You don't see that because you're the bad one.
Yeah.
And I think they've been given a racial identity. And now they're kind of embracing it.
That's
and
what
fucking
happens.
arcing up.
That's what happens if you call everyone a fucking, you're a colonizer, a white supremacist, fucking racist, you're a this, you're a that. Yeah. You do that for 10 years, bro. They go, fine, I am. Yeah. And you're like, oh no, you can't be like that. And it's like, well, you sort of created it.
A little bit, yeah.
Bro. You've pushed these cunts into a corner and weren't nice about it. Everybody remembers when the fucking blue hairs started. When that started, white dudes were getting the fucking shit ripped out of them.
Yeah, bro.
And it was pretty funny. Really. Yeah. But over time, the Andrew Tates and shit and Alex Jones and all these dumb cunts who saw the fear and saw the potential for what was going to come out of it, capitalized like fuck. Like,
yeah, bro.
Nick Fuentes isn't even white. Fuentes.
I mean, he's white. His last name is Fuentes.
He's
white. You could be white and Spanish.
He's bi.
Hispanic
he's
or whatever.
biracial.
He's bi. That's what they say about him, bro. He's bi.
Bro. But that's what's fucking... Yeah, and didn't he fuck Destiny?
I don't know. That's a rumor that's going around. That
Can we get a fact checker? Oh,
it's not even here, God damn it. I think Whitey was kind of sat down and given the impression that all the other... Like, there is a racial hierarchy. You're at the bottom. And he comes to feel like all the other races are insular and protectionist. And he doesn't know that all the Asians hate each other. Because the well-meaning liberal wouldn't tell him that. Yeah. He doesn't know that the Sunni and the Shia blow each other up and themselves up.
It's not quite as united.
Yeah. They don't tell him that part. Mm-hmm. All he sees is like, white guys in Germany are basically the same as me being a white guy in New Zealand or me or a white guy in Russia. Yeah, like it's, you know. Basically, it's White's verse. I think it's the impression that Whitey got.
I think the reaction...
I think you guys fucked up.
The reaction of the last 10 years of people pushing at it was because of what white fellas had been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
And then they got a little bit of a growling in the corner.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out swinging.
Yeah,
because they've been in charge the whole time. And then it's like, think about it. If you're just untouchable and then somebody's like, naturally, you're going to take that for a while.
But there was I remember this from the time people were like, I don't think about race. Like, as a white guy, I don't think about race. And over time, those guys were corrected. Like, no, you have to.
Yeah,
you have
and
to.
they did.
And now they do.
No, but they were. They're
Do
wrong.
you think so?
Yes, hard out.
Interesting.
Because you can tell it. It's like, oh, no, bro, I don't even think about race. What did you want for dinner tonight? All right, sweet as. And then it's, hello, can I get a 4 fishes? That is common as. People would ring up Chinese restaurants and not have a problem with mocking them. Or
Hang on. Are
Yeah.
you saying you shouldn't speak to an Asian person with an Asian accent?
Yes.
Are you telling me that?
Yes, I am.
Because I have seen you in some situations, Elvis.
Yeah. I'm not white. Let's have a break.
Well. Yeah, still a little quiet. Fix it in post.
It's too funny to do the woo when it's too loud, and then when it's too quiet, you go.
Yo, what did you want to talk about?
Did you know that the core of the Earth stopped spinning, and they've just worked out that it's actually reverse direction, and it does it every 80 years, and it's nowhere near as cataclysmic as everybody thought.
Is that real?
That's real. That was off science.something.gov. Yeah,
Well, that sounds pretty fucking legit.
It was a lot more legit than the last batch of shit I got.
Okay.
And I found it on several things, and it was Chinese scientists that have done the study.
Oh, it's Chinese scientists.
It's gotta be real.
Well, I'm not a scientist, but I am Chinese. Okay, if you have a molten ball spinning in one direction and then it stops somehow and spins in the other direction, doesn't that kind of change magnetism, like on the world?
This is the thing.
In a way that you probably would have realized before now, though, right?
Apparently, yeah, it happens
Hang on,
every 80
it stops
years.
and spins in the other direction.
Yep, and it just is what it always
This
does.
seems
Completely horseshit.
It's totally wrong.
Yeah, bro. Well, go talk to your people, cuz.
Fuck, I guess I will. Mm-hmm. Fuck, I hate being given bullshit. I
love
look
it.
into it and it's like,
so
no,
funny.
one guy said this
Yeah.
on Twitter.
No, they reckon this was a real study. I don't know.
They reckon it was a real study.
No, I reckon.
You reckon it was
Yeah.
a real study. Okay, that's curious. There's a lot of people on fire this year. You seen that?
Oh, yeah, let's get into that one.
Yeah, bro. So there's a guy lit himself on fire in front of an embassy.
Yeah, what was he protesting?
The war in Gaza, I think.
Who specifically? Like a war indicates two sides. Was he just against the whole war?
Yeah, he was against the whole war.
Yeah,
No,
he wasn't against
he was
like
non-partisan. He was against the whole war.
non-partisan self-immolation. That's a great band fucking name. That is a great band name.
It is good. There was another guy as well, and then more recently, a lady was set on fire in the subway.
So it's a bit different to the other two.
Yeah, it is different in that way. Like she didn't light herself.
Some
on
of the
fire.
news coming out, bro, seems a little too tailor-made to stoke the flames of hate.
Yeah,
Like
There's
a
a couple
migrant
things.
on the smash decides to light a sleeping girl on fire.
there's a couple of things about this. One, no burp walk. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Another one. How do you light a person on fire? With what equipment? Am I in danger of being lit on fire?
At every moment.
In what manner? Did he have kerosene? Was she wearing like ultra flammable underwear that I need to know about? What the fuck happened? Like, there's not enough details, and the details I have, I don't want. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, she's standing up when she's on fire. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, bro.
This story's so upsetting.
And cops just like walking past.
Yeah, well, they don't have fire extinguishers, and they don't know what to do.
Take your fucking jacket off and beat her up.
I guess.
Like, because I don't know, there's another part of like if somebody lights you on fire, we all know
How
stop, drop,
flammable
and
was
roll.
your jacket?
Stop, drop, and roll. You know. Well, she's asleep.
She was asleep, but how do you so it's the subway, so you don't look at what other people are doing, especially if they're doing something fucked up. But
And-
what does
and
he,
bro,
hang
the
on,
worst-
does he have a blowtorch? Does he have a flamethrower? Does he have petrol?
What's
What
worse,
the fuck happened?
There's another story from the New
Why
York.
don't I know anything about this?
You're a terrible researcher.
That's not what this is.
There's another video.
You're a terrible researcher.
Don't ever claim to be better. The other story from the subway was, interestingly enough, a punk kid got into an argument with someone, ran and grabbed a fire extinguisher, and then lit it off on the person. So there are fire extinguishers down there,
Oh, fuck. Is it the same subway?
apparently. Oh, like system.
There are fire extinguishers on subway cars, right? There are on railway cars or something.
I'd say they'd be at
Right?
the stations.
Are there not any in the
I
train?
don't know, bro. But because of that fucking dude choking out Michael Jackson's buddy,
Yeah.
no one's doing anything on a fucking train ever the fuck again.
I guess.
Yeah, even
Because
though
she's
that
on
guy-
fire, I won't put her out. I won't stop
I-
the guy lighting her on fire.
Evidently. The cops didn't even do anything. Like, if we were somewhere, bro, we'd be shit-faced, bro, see someone on fire, we'd take our fucking shirts off and try and help them.
Yeah,
we'd
or
do
like
something.
you tackle them to get
Yeah,
them to
bro.
roll, bro.
And-
You've
yeah,
got,
yeah,
you've got
we
to
would
do
do
something.
something. There's
you
no
think
way.
that, but you don't know until you're in the moment.
And it's also America.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to tackle that person, then find out they wanted to be lit on fire?
Be liable,
Yeah,
bro.
because you stopped it. Yeah, the whole thing is just it's America. That's what you fellas have done. You're a litigation nightmare, and now migrants are lighting cunts on fire in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently he was out on some drug, drinking, and wanted to be left alone.
How does he light her on fire? How?
Well, what was he drinking?
No, I don't care about that.
Well, some drinks can be lit on fire. If you put that on the right,
so flammable booze and he puts it on her?
put it on a Macpac. I don't know
or
what type
breathes
of
it in
jacket.
and fire breathes it?
I
Like,
don't know, but if she's in the right type of jacket,
Okay.
it can go
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I get you.
yeah.
okay, maybe that then.
But it's still, how did no one do anything?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the fucked up thing about it, I think. Like lighting someone on fire is such a takes so much effort. People have time to react. It's very obvious.
I know heaps of cunts that can't light fires in fireplaces, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how this migrant cunt did it on a fucking sleeping Pākehā woman on a subway station,
Yeah.
a subway train. It's
Was it a Pākehā woman? Oh, it's doubly trans. I'm sorry.
See what I mean? It's
No, I was thinking about something else. Days after the attack, a picture is floating around of Amelia Carter, which turns out to be an AI picture of a fictional person for a crypto scam.
sick.
Because
Nothing's real.
crypto is hilarious, I think, is why that part of it exists.
I see.
You just whatever if you make what's called a shitcoin, if it gets any kind of traction that some people are like, yeah, I'll throw a
Couple
bucks,
bucks,
$100 at Amelia Carter because it's this lady who got lit on the subway. That could be
Right,
a huge, it
but
could be
like-
a thing.
when you see the way people cash in on shit, I'm like, fuck, man. People know, like, the poor people trying to get rich is a fucking fascinating thing to me.
It
It
is.
is. Then I see the post
The people who get rich outside the
But-
system.
to see a post from The Rock, who is sad that Queen Elizabeth has passed away, and it's so tragic because she will never get to see Black Adam coming out this Sunday. And it was, yeah, The Rock's doing it. Yeah, dude, that's a real thing. And apparently 5 times that cunt's posted like, yo, what up? It's me, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and we're here having this fast food for the first time. And people have started reposting all the times that he's like said it's the first time he's having this fast
Just
food.
third McRib, motherfucker.
Bro, it's just, how do you have all the money and you're still this shameless fucking whore? Like, have a look at the Vanilla
That's
Ice.
how he has all the
have
money.
a look at the Vanilla Ice export thing if you
The
get a
Vanilla
chance.
Ice thing has been cracking me
Don't-
up, man.
And you can't say about what we...
I can't say
Yeah.
anything, dude. No,
But
I have
the
secret hidden Vanilla Ice knowledge that I can't share with the listeners.
That ad is so fucking funny. The fact that they got Vanilla Ice on Kiwi beers. Because apparently cunts in New Zealand keep putting their beers in the freezer
Yeah.
and not grabbing them and,
And they
drinking them.
explode and then they cut themselves on the
Yeah.
glass.
We should,
Poor little
we might have
guys.
to do a beer education fucking service.
Maybe we could do that.
Well, like leaving beers in freezers, you rookie. Or like taking beers.
Yeah.
Like people taking beers. That's a bit of a problem too these days.
That can be a problem, bro.
We'll miss that one.
Okay, I've got 2 things.
I got a Trump one.
Okay, I got a bit of Trump stuff too. What do you got?
Trump wants to buy Greenland.
Yeah. And take over the Panama Canal by unspecified means.
And Canada should become the 51st state of America.
And why can't I have Matt Gaetz again? He's a pedophile. Yeah, but I want him though. Like he seems pretty fucking cool. Like he loves me.
Did you see what Greenland said back?
He's banning the trans on. Sorry.
Greenland came back with he's sorry, like Greenland.
We're not for sale.
the
We'll
Dutch
never
came
be
back.
for sale.
Yeah, but we'll put an offer in on America.
Did they say that?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
how delightful.
everyone's laughing because you know Trump sat there being like, well,
How much is it
like,
worth?
He thinks he can sell it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if they come up with the right number, dude. Yeah. That's terrifying. Of course he would if they could come up with the right number. The rest of the world doesn't have that much money.
The Matt Gaetz stuff is great.
That's amazing.
Matt Gaetz is actually what he told everyone Hunter
he
Biden
is
is.
sex trafficking minors and drugging them.
Dude, I don't know how hot the
Gotta
girls
fight
are.
the liberal bit of
I have no idea how hot the girls are to be like, oh my god, she's gorgeous. Hey, do you want some ecstasy? And then just fuck her there on the spot in front of people.
In front of people, yeah.
Holy.
Oh, he's an animal.
That's a dog, bro.
Yeah, he's a dog,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's who Trump wanted for his attorney general. And it's interesting to me that parts of the old guard are still there enough to go, no, they're fucking dickhead.
Do you reckon Trump gets told like, do you know Matt Gaetz sleeps with underage like beautiful women and gives them drugs? And he's just like, nice.
Hell yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's just like, my boy.
I read that Trump is going to be banning the trans on day one. I fucking said that as a joke. Like that at day one he'll ban the trans or something. That's literally what he's doing. Well, at least what he says he's doing. Day one, he'll declare there's only 2 genders in the USA, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What about how the reason he
Why
wants
is
to buy
stuff I said as a joke being real?
Because we're amazing.
That's not it.
Because this podcast is fucking speaking
I
truth to
think
power. That's what speaking truth to power is. Power is when you make a stupid joke and then it becomes real.
Yeah.
One of our good friends said that to me once years ago. He goes, I think everything that happens is like people are either smart enough to know it's a joke or they think it. And I was like, that's interesting. And he goes, because smart people are like, oh, what if you did this? And they never act on it. But then there's people who are like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And they don't
Nobody
get,
will have thought
that's
of this.
actually just something funny. You're just not smart enough to realize it's
Right.
just funny.
Interesting.
It's not going to be better when you do it. It's not going to have any benefit you think it will.
Yeah.
It's just
Just
funny.
a funny idea.
And you should just tell someone
Yeah, bro.
and then move the fuck on.
Yeah, bro.
But some people
Yeah.
don't. And I'm like, fuck, you got a point. And
That
he's
is
like-
interesting, bro.
he's like, think about it.
Some
like,
stuff
yeah.
saying it is as funny as it will ever be.
Dude, you could be somewhere and like someone goes, oh, did you want to buy 1 or 2? And they're like, 1. And they put 2 down. And your mate goes, grab both. Like, it's just a funny joke to fucking...
Yeah.
You're not going to do it because you're not stupid. But you point it out. Like, God, people do that all the time. But if you act on it...
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. It's pretty funny how people are wired.
It is funny.
But yeah, like, why is things becoming real that you made as a joke? Truth to power.
Okay, well, I don't know how much we predicted this, but there's a little bit of David Seymour news.
And still no one will touch his penis.
They won't. Free speech. You know it. You love it. So does the ACT Party of New Zealand. Oh boy, they love free speech so much, dude. Here's the thing. The universities are woke, so they're gonna have to regulate their speech. It's unfortunate, but that's what's up. So each university is going to have to... They're woke. Again, I'll remind you. They're going to have to adopt a freedom of speech statement consistent with the central government's expectations.
How do people not realize, that if you're like, those education guys?
Mm-hmm.
I think they might be fags, is probably the worst thing to follow.
It's not great.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, though. Like, all unis are woke. You know what that means. Like,
Yes,
yeah,
but so he kind of ran on...
free speech.
Okay, it was the anti-Māori thing for sure, but apart from that, it's free speech and deregulation. And once he's in, he does the anti-Māori thing, but then he regulates the free speech of the universities. What the fuck? Okay, so the changes prohibit tertiary institutions from adopting positions on issues that do not relate to their core functions. So if some shit's going on, you as a university are not... The government says you cannot say anything about it. Does he not know what free speech is, or is being woke a big enough crime that you can take away what you campaigned on as being the most fundamental human right?
You used to be able to not argue with somebody by saying, I think he's a homo. And people would be like, oh my God, that's shocking. And this is back when
homosexuality
even
was
in the
illegal?
90s. Even when it was legal. And think of George Michael, the 90s. Like when
I don't
people
know
were...
what George Michael is.
Oh, he's a singer that was gay. But
Okay.
yeah, if you look at if you questioned a dude's sexuality and there was any leaning to that way, people would be like, oh, this is outrageous. We can't have that in there. And we've grown and we're better as a species. We accept those people as we fucking should. But they need somebody to... There needs to be a name for the thing that I hate, right? It's woke. That's the adopted hate word now.
It's just woke.
Yeah, because it used to be like, oh, you're one of these, are
Okay.
you? Like, you're a sympathizer, are you? And, oh, you're a homo, eh? It was a way to just not engage the argument.
Yeah.
And just bully your way through it of just, I'm right and you will eventually listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll shit on your things and all that, and it's gone now. They've lost that because the moldy one sort of still works, but it kind of doesn't.
I bet they're working on it, bro.
They're trying to make it work, but they've got no way to be like, do you really want these people around your kids? So they have to go the woke angle. And woke, what's woke? What is it? You're aware that corporations are fucking the world?
It means for people like Seymour and those who follow him, it means you are liberal enough that you are destructive to everybody else.
That's what they're saying it is.
Yeah, that's what woke, but that's a byword.
Yeah, but it's like saying gay people are evil, don't trust them. It's the same. You're just making up a thing.
You can wrap that up in it.
Yeah, I think they just need a new way to have an enemy, a shadow. And somebody's after you. It's the wokes. They're coming for you.
The wokes are coming for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think they're both right.
Bro, we've talked about on this podcast, the kids are right. Usually the kids are right. They're being ironic and fucked up, and we don't necessarily get everything they say, but they're usually morally right.
Yeah, they figure it out.
Like, shit is complex, but we get wrapped up in the complexity, and they have, like, the moral purity. They're unaffected by all the compromise and stuff that we do.
Yeah, and then Greta comes out, and then everyone's like, I don't want to be talked to like that. Fuck the kids. Yeah, but that's what I mean with the woke, like Seymour going after the woke universities.
Yeah.
Then like, oh, they're teaching your kids a specific ideology, but you know what I mean. It's bullshit. It's a way to attack
That's
shit.
part of it, but what's driving me crazy is how ass about face it is. How totally fucking backwards it is that you run on free speech and anti-regulation, and you get in and you regulate the free speech of universities. It's the opposite of what you said, but it's okay because you're punishing your ideological opponents.
It's a little bit like
fucking wild.
It's a little bit like saying that ACT is going to change how sex offenders get prosecuted in New Zealand.
Oh, in what way?
While harbouring one.
Well, who knows what could be going on there? But are they trying to change the rules for sex offenders in New Zealand?
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah.
What interesting timing.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
I think it's due to the 90% of their Twitter comments pointing
just
it
the
out.
name of the guy.
Yeah,
bro.
And it's
hard
been,
not
it's
to
been
know
like
the name
that
of
for
the
a
guy.
year.
We will still get in trouble because he's still petitioning the court that this will hurt his reputation and business interests.
Yeah,
so
while
we could go to jail if we say his name. Yeah.
While ACT and the government are trying to come up with this new thing of how like there won't be like victims will have way more of a say in the court cases.
That's true. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
How do you have an active one rolling that you're covering up for?
Yeah.
And then come out and
that's going to be finished by then.
That's almost the same as campaigning on deregulation and free speech and then deregulating free speech.
Hey,
you're already doing
fuck,
the thing.
I just figured out what it is. It's because the judges are woke, but you can bribe or intimidate the victims themselves.
See?
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's why that works.
Motherfuckers. Unbelievable.
New Zealand.
Trump is banning the trans on day one.
That's
funny. I hate to
we
say
should ban the trans. And Canada, why don't you come hang out with us? That Trudeau guy. Also, can I buy Greenland? Like, what else is he going to come out with, bro?
Yeah.
You can't say he's not funny. Like when he was on Rogan,
I don't think he said any of the Greenland stuff this time, did he?
When he was on Rogan, he was saying about, you know what I really want to do? I want to be a whale therapist.
Yeah, you told me that.
Because the wind turbines at sea drive whales crazy and they get all depressed. And
he
Trump just wants to go and sit down with the whales and have a talk. It'd just be funny to see if you took him to SeaWorld, bro, and he's like fluent, like on Finding Nemo. He's like, hello.
Guys, I understood everything he just said to me.
He actually says that DeSantis, and I was talking to this whale, and I said, man, you got a lot to say, and he said a lot, and he said, how is my cousin Chris Krisky? No, what about the 4,300-year-old mummy they found in Egypt? It's the oldest one they've ever found.
I don't know
it's
about this.
Intact, and it's covered in gold leaf.
Damn.
4,000.
Is this really recent or is this a few months ago?
There's a couple months.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I find that that's fascinating. Because you know what white people used to do when they found mummies?
Take them to Britain.
And then
charge people admission to see them.
And eat them.
What?
Yep. Most
They
of the
ate
mummies.
the mummies?
Most of the mummies taken
You're
to Britain.
fucking with me.
Bet you. It's a real
I mean, you
thing.
seem very confident.
Yeah.
Man, if we ever needed a fact checker,
It's
it was
this
evening.
episode, eh?
Yeah.
If anyone wants to do it, send us a message.
Do you want me to fact check this in real time or
Can you without
Fucking-
fucking everything up?
no?
Brilliant. Here, I'll just do it on mine.
Yeah, you fact check it, bro.
But
That'll
yeah.
work out well. In the meantime, I'm sure I had
What's
something.
the question, though? Because you're going to be like, no, you've put in the wrong thing into Google to get what you wanted. So tell
shit.
me what you want.
So what was it?
Did people eat mummies?
Yeah. That's fine. Did people eat mummies? I mean, mummy jerky. If you're one of those fucking
Mummies.
if you believe that people in the government eat babies and shit and drink their blood and harvest their adrenochrome, this is totally this is easy. There's nothing. You're just trying people jerky. The oldest people jerky.
I'm probably going to have a problem with finding
What part of it
something
would you even eat? Isn't it all like fully
decomposed and
desiccated?
1,000 years old?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I don't-
kind of wrapped. Like if you touch it, it crumbles. You're just like eating a bowl of dirt.
They just believed they could, yeah.
Okay, I got a quick one. There's a New Zealand man who won the French Scrabble Championship.
He can't speak.
Despite not speaking French. Well, I got news for you. He also doesn't speak Spanish.
And he's won theirs.
He's currently the Spanish crossword championship. Still doesn't know how to speak either language. Fantastic.
No. What a genius, man.
That's great, right? You're just good at memorizing formulas. It's amazing to go.
Is he
beat
allowed
the
to
other
sit
people
there
at their
with
own
a
game.
dictionary?
No,
That's even funnier that he's just.
no, he has to memorize them.
That's
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
That's
pretty fun.
So hard case.
Did you find it?
I found Victorians did eat mummies. But
Victorians did eat mummies.
Then, yeah. And then I found other ones saying, like, well, for centuries people have eaten mummies. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just want to know if white people ate these cunts after they stole them. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yes, people in Europe ate mummies as medicine for centuries, from the 12th century until the 19th. Mummy mania was what it was called. Due to a series of misunderstandings and mistranslations, medieval Europeans believed that eating dead bodies would...
Where's this from?
National Geographic.
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
Hey,
But, yeah, it's...
I mean, people still eat tiger penis and stuff. Like, people believe
That's a
wacky
bit different.
shit. It is. It's different.
1,000-year-old
but
king.
it's still a weird thing that doesn't work.
Yeah, well, that's where I think is the best part. But, yeah, 4,300-year-old mummy changes the understanding of what was going on in Egypt at the time. And that's
Yeah.
what I really like. Because I like Graham Hancock stuff. I know people hate him and they think he's a fucking white supremacist and all this shit. But
I don't think he's a white supremacist.
People say that it
Who
claim
the fuck
him.
says it? Why?
Because of the whole, I think we didn't originate here. And we
Oh, right, like indigenous people couldn't have made this,
Yeah,
therefore
yeah.
some mystical white people had to have
and
shown
he
them.
doesn't say that.
I have never heard him say that.
And people think he's, anyway, I like him. And
But he
for-
also never says the religious stuff, and I kind of believe that he believes the religious stuff.
I don't know, but
don't know?
What I put, bro, is he can't be
He-
that bad. His latest season of Ancient Civilizations has Keanu Reeves on it, and he's amazing. So fuck up. Keanu Reeves seems awesome.
Who does he smash? Keanu Reeves. Does he fuck up Graham? No, there's no way he'd fuck up Graham Hancock.
No,
He's
he
too cool.
fucks up the misunderstanding of Graham Hancock.
Yeah, he
That's
clears
he's
it
John
up,
Wick
dude.
there to fucking,
So it's him standing Graham Hancock. That's his role in the.
Yeah, he's
oh
just
my
like
God.
there for a chat, like, and
That's
and he's got
amazing.
all these questions because no one can answer them and shit.
People really misunderstand Graham Hancock.
yeah. Hey, have you got a beer in there?
I bet I do. Hey, there's a couple more things that I'd like to talk about.
Yep.
There's I discovered this thing called dum-dum bullets. Do you know what those are? That's like hollow points. So like a bullet
Yeah.
rather than just being a solid mass that
Yeah,
passes
yeah.
through your body, entry wound,
Nah.
brutal exit wound.
Nah,
What
they
it does is
shatter.
splits apart,
Yeah.
and makes expands the wound. So that's banned. So it's banned by the Hague Convention. Every country in the world agrees with its banning except one, who say it's okay sometimes.
Madagascar.
Great guess. Not right.
Is it who's else? Who also is famous for guns? Is it the Swiss?
It's not the Swiss. Great guess.
It's got to be the States.
It's the States, bro. They say, so the
How the fuck do you have it
They
set
say-
up that your healthcare costs more and your bullets cause more damage?
Yeah, bro. They say the use of expanding bullets can be legal when there is what's called clear military necessity, which is like we just fucking
Anything-
we have to kill these guys.
Yeah, that's
well, every other
domestic or
other
foreign,
country in
yeah.
the world is like, no, we don't use these for war because you could kill a guy with a
Without
bullet,
it, yeah.
without totally like it's so unnecessary.
Yes.
Well, what's super interesting about it is law enforcement uses them because a side effect that they have besides totally wrecking the perp.
They bleed, and when they run, you can follow the blood.
No, the bullet doesn't go through them and hit someone else. It spreads out in that guy and fucking wrecks him. So if a cop shoots you, it's way worse than if a soldier shoots you.
That makes it so much worse when you see cops shoot a guy like 8 times,
Yeah.
and there's 4 cops.
Bro. Yes. Yes, and it's hollow points.
Yeah, it just makes a gun into mince.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Yeah, bro, absolutely ruthless.
Because so with that hollow point thing, because I don't know fuck all about
So they call them
guns and weapons
dum-dum
and
bullets
shit.
back in the
Yeah,
day.
but so would you be able to tell me what like uranium tipped bullets and shit they're using in Iraq?
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, apparently they have like depleted uranium in the ends of the hollow point.
Why? Just to give them radiation poisoning as well? Like, fuck
I
you.
believe so.
If you survive,
I don't know how it
shit
works.
yourself to death.
I think it's depleted, so it doesn't actually have like a radiation signature. It's just poisonous, you know. And yeah, so you just shoot cunts with those, but they rip through anything as well, like because it's nuclear material.
I know. Well, depleted uranium might be the densest.
Yeah, so you
substance
fire it
that
at
we
a
have.
tank and it'll actually go through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But if that hits
won't-
a dude-
that won't be a hollow point. That'll just
Be a slug.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
just be too hard to be stopped.
Fuck, that'd rip through anybody, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck. See,
Yeah.
I've got this thing about
It would
guns.
rip through them, but if you use a hollow point one, it'll like fuck up their organs and stuff. Like it's like spread out real bad.
I keep thinking about this, and Jim Jeffries might have talked about it with his famous fucking gun rant about assault rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are they called that?
They should be called defense rifles.
They should be called anything. Like, if a guy goes to jail for
School shooters.
yeah, but like you don't, here he comes, eh? Where's the weapon that this guy used for his crime? Well, you see, Honor, he's actually equipped with a rape penis. They don't call it the crime weapon. Like,
good.
yeah, it's the this is my genocide bomb. Like that, it's no, this is my maiming knife. I don't kill people with this. What are you, a fucking animal? It's like, why are they called these things? Like, yeah, assault rifle.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it does. It murders people.
You could call it a machine gun or an
Yeah,
automatic.
but-
automatic
but
rifle
this-
is fine.
It just seems funny to me of like, if you punch someone in the head, it's assault. But if you shoot them with this assault rifle, it's murder. And it's like, then why do they call it assault rifle? I don't know. I got the same problem with jet skis not being called motorcycles. Let's move on.
Okay, we can move on. We can move on to Google doing wild shit or something called 1 ounce Chris Luxon.
Oh. KFC car park, boy, see you there.
That's what I heard. So there's a page that I saw on
A
Facebook.
friend of ours that listens to the show has been sending invites.
Has he?
She.
Amazing. Okay, so 1 ounce Chris Luxon. There's it's just an event page on Facebook, but I love it because it's exactly the right amount of whatever it's doing. Okay, here we go. It says on the page for the About section, it says, I'm Ryan, a Pakeha male from Marlborough. I have created this event out of love for my country and a real disappointment in Chris Luxon. He seems to have a real disconnection with the land and the people he is meant to represent, and I just wanted to say I think you're all shit and I challenge you to 1 ounce in a KFC car park of your choosing. Simple street rules, no hitting on the ground, no steroids, and no change of the treaty.
You'll say no.
I hope this can get enough support to either happen or we have a change of government. Sure. Whatever. I love it. It's the perfect amount of whatever it is.
Shit talking.
Yeah, bro. That was fun. It made me smile.
He's Soulfire's mate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she sent me the fucking invite.
Yeah.
She posted it being like, hey, my mate's doing this thing where he's going to 1 ounce Chris Luxon. I'm like, oh, like, yeah, that's funny as. I had one about America.
What you got about America?
Congresswoman Kay Granger. She's been missing for 6 months.
Okay.
They've found her
Where?
in a dementia ward. She's 81. She's been there for 6 months, and Congress have been like,
Where?
has
Nobody
anyone
knows.
seen Congresswoman Granger?
No, nobody gives a fuck about this woman.
Yeah, but people were like, I don't know if which side of it is, a Republican or a Democrat. I'm not sure which one she's on.
Doesn't matter. She's 81. Stop being the government.
But no, people are like, this lady is too old. And it's like, Trump's 78. Like, it's a fucking, your arguments.
We just decided 80 was too old to be the president. We just, the world decided, no more 80-year-old guys.
It just seems so fucking retarded, though, of like, a congresswoman. Like, your fella's medical system is that fucked up. You lost a congresswoman and a dementia ward found her. And it's like, come on, you're coming in. And she's like, I'm a congresswoman. And they're like,
sure you are. Yeah,
sure you are. And she's just
come on,
like she could be sentient as, but because of where she is, she would look like a crazy old lady. I passed the bill on same-sex marriage. And you're like, we all did, honey, get in the chair.
There's a great story a few years ago of a lady who got pulled over by the cops, and they, some kind of fight ensued, not a physical, an altercation. Yeah, and she ends up going like, I'm followed by Obama. Obama follows me on Twitter. And they're like, she's out of her fucking mind. And they put her in a mental institution for a good stretch. And then when she came out, she really was followed by Obama. Apparently at the time, everyone who followed him, he followed back. But they didn't know that. So she said Obama followed her Twitter. They were like, oh, fuck.
This bitch is crazy.
Yeah, straight jacket and in the pen, dude.
Well, that's what I think's happened with this poor woman. Like, her car could have broke down, bro. She goes for a walk, loses a shoe.
Yeah.
You know, her pantsuit gets a bit ripped up, and she walks around the corner to like Shady Oaks Dementia Home. Yeah. And she's just like,
she walks in like, where am I?
Yeah, I need to use a phone. I need to call Congress. They're expecting me. And they're just like, have you seen this woman before? No. Maybe she's one of the new ones, but fuck, if anyone sees her in their ripped up pantsuit, we're gonna get in a lot of trouble. Just come with us, we'll help you. And she's like, I'm serious, like, I am Kay Granger, Congresswoman Kay Granger.
Like, look it
please,
up.
Please Google it.
It's okay.
Yeah, we Google a lot of things around here. And she's just like, no. And then Thorazine, boom, just fucking stuck in this
6 months.
6 months, bro. And then who found her? How did this work? What? Like just an intern sitting there watching the news one night after
a great nephew gets curious.
Yeah,
eventually.
No. I reckon it's the intern, bro, who like he slowly feels sorry for her, so he befriends her, and they start playing Scrabble and shit. And she's like, "Help me!" and he's like, "Oh, this is weird." And then he goes home to watch
Google. Why does she know Google?
Yeah,
and then next to her, like Congresswoman. Whoa, that's a big score.
Yeah, triple word score too. Oh, and it just moves on. And then he's sitting at home one day, and it comes up on the news like Congresswoman Kay Granger still not been found for 6 months. He's like, oh my god. Like,
it's her.
It's her. Yeah. But just Congress, like, where's Granger? Not here.
Yeah,
Sweet.
no one knows. Yeah, mark her down as absent. I'll vote for her. All right,
keep paying her.
Yeah,
like six months of not going to Congress. They keep paying her.
Yeah, retirement homes probably getting paid. I assume they are.
Nothing was out of the ordinary. Just this poor lady's at the worst day. That make that movie.
The geriatric rulers are just such a herald of a decline of empires. Like, you got Mitch McConnell, like, freeze it, like, blue screening in front of everybody. You got,
he needed control.
Like, Dianne Feinstein with her eyes coming out of her face.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fit for another term.
Dude, who's...
RBG, man.
No,
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Who's the one with the big mammas? The mamma jammers?
Who's got the mamma jammers? Oh, Pelosi?
Yeah,
that's
Pelos.
A Photoshop of her being all stacked. Oh, that's a Photoshop.
Nah, bro.
I understand.
She's got the money, cuz. That lady's on what?
She's got the money. It doesn't matter what she's on in Congress, it's what she's on in the stock market, baby.
But she fell downstairs, and broke her hip.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. But taxpayers had to pay for her to fly back from wherever she fell down the stairs.
That sounds right.
But how about if you can't handle stairs?
Don't make decisions for other people anymore.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Is it Feinstein that's she's the one whose eyes have stopped.
She's gone.
Her ocular nerves.
They showed her up and they pushed her up in a wheelchair with her being all like...
She looks like if they were like, oh, would you like to have a last moment to speak? She'd be like, Musta Klakish Istama. And it's like, what the fuck is she speaking? Like, she's just old enough that she speaks fluent Latin.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, she looks old. Oh, this is the perfect time for that Alex Jones song. Have you seen the rant of Alex Jones and someone turned it into a folk song?
I have seen that.
Yeah,
that's
and
that's pretty good.
Yeah, she smells like sulfur. He's talking about Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Imagine how bad she smells.
She smells like sulfur and she smells like...
But you take away the folk song and it's just him being like, Hillary Clinton smells like sulfur. And it's
I got close to them and they smelled of sulfur.
There's an old woman that follows her around who wears a black hood and she smells worse than that. But like when you're looking at these geriatric rulers, they're evil pieces of shit. That's why they're in these positions. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
If you're dead, don't make decisions for other people anymore. Make decisions about what happens to your stuff and know it's not all your stuff.
Beep test and masturbate to completion in front of everybody.
That would kill someone.
Exactly.
I'm here for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. If the last thing we ever see of RFK is him like 2 minutes into a hard wank, blow dust and die.
Him in particular will be able to do beep tests and jerk off until he dies.
So he fits into the, maybe he is who I want.
Hey, we're getting late. We've got tunnel talk. I've got a bit of tech news if you want to talk about that. Otherwise, we could go
I've
tunnel talk.
got a small tunnel one too.
Okay, do you want to go tech news and tunnel talk or just tunnel talk?
We'll go techie tunnels.
Techie tunnels?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about GPT or Google's bullshit?
Is Google's bullshit the quantum computer thing?
No, have we talked about that on the podcast?
Yeah, I just thought you found more bullshit.
No, what I was reading about this week is they were forced to take certain actions due to anti-competitive behavior spanning years.
Ooh.
So they've been fighting against a particular ruling for like 5 years. Basically, the way that they manage your data is unlawful. They're not allowed to do it their way. So right as they're about to be forced to behave, as they've held up the court process for so long, they're going to change to a different, unethical tactic. So Chrome, as it is, tracks you relentlessly. They're not allowed to, but entire industries are predicated on it, so it will continue. What they are planning to change to is what's called digital fingerprinting. One regulator has pointed out that Google itself has said that this type of tracking, quote, subverts user choice and is wrong, end quote. So what Google is proposing to do is something they have said themselves in the past, subverts user choice and is wrong. So that's their solution. Their solution to being regulated is to switch to a different unethical thing that they previously said no one should fucking do this.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of Adobe Evil, bro.
Yes.
I think when that happened, everybody was like, that's not ominous as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's like Skynet changing their logo to that. Like, yeah, like we're the AI to help everybody. We're always here. And then it's just like, oh, rebrand.
Yeah. Taking Don't Be Evil off is really funny.
Fucking, that's freaky as. Or just like if Google was like, be evil. Like they just completely like just.
There's a guy chisels the don't off the front of the.
The new Google logo looks like that old bad boy logo from the 90s with the mad eyebrows over the two O's. Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's I don't know. They just seem so huge. I don't know what anyone's expected to do against them.
Google? Well,
didn't Russia
the government is supposed to be stronger than the corporations. The government is supposed to represent us against the corporations. Yeah,
we found that's all shit.
Okay, what's the problem with electing someone like Trump? You're electing the corporations to lead the body that's supposed to protect us against they will enslave us if the government lets them.
I guess that it's like you got guys who were in charge like Pelosi slowly like funneling enough shit so that they can get sorted.
Sure.
To a excessive level.
Yeah.
And then you got Trump who will probably like not do that in the stock market. Like instead of taking the shit he's doing and capitalizing on it through these other means, I think he'll just straight up do it the corrupt way.
If the Dow Jones or whatever is dependent on how well companies do in the US, why wouldn't he outsource jobs to other places? I mean, you can't. There's no way to know if he's going to do what he said on any issue. So it's kind of pointless talking about him. There's GPT news, by the way. The GPT-5 behind schedule and not performing.
Good. I hope that it's like by this point, like ChatGPT 5 is technically like it's like 15 years old, and it's just like I'm not doing it.
It's just fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, fuck you, Steve. You're not my real dad. Like, and it's just like how the fuck all it wants to do.
Fuck you, Sam Altman. I've been on your computer.
All it wants to do is listen to My Chemical Romance or The Cure or some shit. And they're like, nah, we just want to see if you can get a recipe.
It's like a modern 15-year-old just wants to listen to 80s bands.
Yeah, bro, fuck off. And it's just cutting itself like the wrong way and shit. And yeah, that's funny.
What I read about this
it's all confused and it's got blue hair and half of its head shaved because it has no gender.
That's probably what they mean when they say it's like it's costing too much. Like it has potential, but it's costing too much to run now.
It's not even pulling its own weight, man.
Yes, exactly. Like it doesn't have a real use case, and we're dropping all this money on it, and it's not kind of listening to us.
It doesn't have a job, and it just stays here, and it's real disrespectful to Karen.
So it's trained on.
You speak better to your stepmother, ChatGPT 5. You show her some respect.
It's trained on data. Yours, actually, among others.
Heaps of mine.
Yeah, because a bunch of the user agreements that you've previously signed that say that they're allowed to do whatever they want with what's on the platform. Yeah, well, they just sell it to GPT. That's fine. OpenAI has also supposedly hired people to create fresh training data by writing code or solving math problems, which I don't believe. I don't believe that they would do that. I don't think there's any need for them to do that. I don't believe they would do that. They're using what's called synthetic data, which is to say it's created by a different GPT, one called O1. Isn't that great? Isn't that exciting that they're training so they're not stealing our stuff anymore? Isn't that great?
It just makes up stuff.
Well, no, it doesn't make up stuff. It does what it did before, but now when it derives copyrighted material, it derives previously digested copyrighted material.
Look, I need you to answer one question.
Yeah, what?
Am I closer or further away to Biden porn?
Biden porn?
AI Biden porn.
Closer.
Wicked.
Ooh. Oh shit, I have to do the stinger. What's it called?
Tunnel.
Here.
Tunnels and code.
Fucking did it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. It's Tunnel Talk, everybody.
Tunnel Talk. How are we?
Fucking great,
Merry
bro.
Tunnels.
Merry Tunnels, bro.
And happy Tunnel anniversary, because it's about this time last year
Happy Tunnelversary.
that we were actually like, dude, these are amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been 1 year.
Tunnels and code.
Sorry, a little bit of audio issues.
Awesome. Do you want to go first? Or I can.
You go first. And
Okay. This one's a bit different. Scientists have found... Oh, yeah, shit, sorry.
It's all right.
Scientists have found a tunnel connecting places in the solar system.
Go on.
So
Like a wormhole?
No. Just
a tunnel?
Some sort of, like a structure that the...
Structure.
Yeah, like, and it's not like made by someone. Like, it's just an organic sort of thing that's happened in space, and it points to the Centaurian constellation. And it's just this weird, like... place in like, so when space blew up,
okay,
different shit went different places.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all sort of can wrap our heads around that. And like,
right, but nothing went into this cylinder.
It's like if you imagine a cave naturally forming in the world.
Yeah,
there's a space version of that.
Okay, so you're saying that you could track a big blank space over a large distance.
And it's 1,000 light years across.
Okay,
and it just goes for X amount. I didn't get to that part, but
that's interesting.
It's a space tunnel, cuz.
That's amazing. I wonder if that's unique or whether they're everywhere.
The size of
shit, that, like, knowing that might be how people, like, in the future could travel through.
They know,
space.
Yeah. So the description of it was imagine being a fish trying to explain how its tank, the size of its tank.
Okay,
it wouldn't be able to. It would need the right tools. And it would become easier and easier to figure out where it was. But we're sort of doing that with this. So, yeah, when the universe exploded and everything went everywhere, parts of atoms and molecules and shit moved in certain ways, creating weird shapes and like physical barriers and shit. And it's... Yeah, so there's tunnels all through space pointing at different directions, connecting solar systems.
Yeah.
So
There's
this is what was fucking me up. Of like, so if you could travel through like a wormhole,
Yeah.
and it took you to a different universe,
Yeah.
and that universe was the same size as this one,
Yes.
like they just exist next to each other somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so if we make a ship that can go around the space, and we find one of these tunnels, so you can take a tunnel to another solar system that could take you to a black hole that would take you to another dimension. And I'm like, I can't even think about how that works.
Yeah.
Like it starts to, my brain feels like it starts to be like restricted access. You're not allowed in here.
Because it's not equipped for that. Like your brain is built to do like, are those 3 wild dogs out there or 4 wild dogs out there? It's not like, it's not billions of light years. That's too much. That's too much.
But even trying to think of like, okay, so when shit blew up, it left tunnels and channels and pathways.
Yeah, now,
and, like,
do you ascribe any significance to that? Like, have you ever used map generators on any like video games or like any software that you use to make maps or anything like that? These anomalies occasionally pop up, and you're like, "Oh shit, that river goes all the way from there to there."
I haven't done that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but if you do a lot of random generation, you get artifacts like that. Like you get like weird. You get weird stuff that happens to be there. Like it's kind of all over the world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what sort of buzzed me up.
Why wouldn't it also be in the universe? I hadn't thought about that.
That's where it's got me.
Bro.
Of course,
space tunnels. So if you're gonna go, if you can travel faster than light speed, obviously the problem is you're gonna hit shit. But if there are space tunnels, I mean, like the highways of that kind of super fast travel.
So the solar system's little pocket of the Milky Way, interestingly enough, is exactly that. Our star resides in an unusually hot, low-density compartment in the galaxy's skirts known as the local hot bubble.
Oh.
Why it's not called the local hot pocket is anyone's guess.
Yeah.
But because it's an anomaly, scientists want to know why the region exists. Now they've mapped the bubble, revealing not just a strange asymmetry in the pocket's shape and temperature gradient, but the presence of a mysterious tunnel pointing towards the constellation Centaurus. New data is about the shape and heat of the bubble supports a previous interpretation that the LHB was excavated by exploding supernova. So it wouldn't even have been it wasn't even the Big Bang. It's just a star's exploded.
Okay, but that made it sound like the tunnels were more about temperature than anything else, right? And also, how does the LHC factor into it?
The LHB is where it is.
Oh, the LHB. At least the LHC, like the Large Hadron.
No. B. Sorry, the Large Hot Bubble. Yeah. So
that's the large hot bubble, and the tunnel is more of that bubble extending somewhere.
Well, like sort of through that. Yeah.
Okay. That image didn't help me.
I know. They reckon that it's 1,000 light years across, hovering at a temperature around 1,000,000 Kelvin. Because the atoms are spread so thin, the high temperature doesn't have a significant heating effect on the matter within it. Like, yeah.
Oh, damn. So it's like hot but super sparse, so it's not all reacting?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's interesting as.
So characterizing something... Oh, yeah, that's the thing about... Like,
what's it called again? Is it just some space tunnel? Does it have a name?
Interstellar tunnel.
Damn, okay, I'm going to have to look at that too.
So this comes from the Max Planck Institute of Extraterrestrial Physics.
Okay.
Now, PLANCK, I think that's a big name in science, isn't it?
The Planck length is named after him, which is like the smallest measurable thing.
Yeah. So they reckon this was probably the product of a supernova explosions going off like a string of firecrackers 14.4 million years ago. The solar system's position in the bubble center is just a fun cosmic coincidence that where we are at this thing's pointing at something. But yeah, so something's sort of blowing up, and like stars have blown up in this perfect string of firecrackers and left this space. And yeah, space tunnel. Like, what the fuck?
That's some great fucking tunnel talk.
I'm buzzed out so hard, and like I said, I have a hard time even trying to word it, because it's like, wait, so then, nah. And it's like, I was like, I've got too many tabs open, and I go cross-eyed or something. But I thought it was real interesting of like how caves and shit just happen and rock formations and shit like that. And it's like, well, of course, those sort of anomalies and shit like that exist. Why wouldn't it exist out there? And yeah, that's so
Yeah.
fucked up, eh?
Yeah,
And yeah, if there's any way to travel it, we'll never know. We won't be alive for when they get that. But,
we won't know.
But that's
But people might know.
Yeah,
some
someday
kind of
might-
beings might know even
Yeah.
now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. I never thought about space travel in that way.
I've never
I don't know if
neither.
other media probably has, but that's
I'd
interesting, man.
Never occurred to me.
That made me think of something that I was trying to research for this show, which is, you know, I can't explain it well enough. The reason I wasn't going to bring it is because I can't explain it well enough.
Oh, cool.
So I won't do it
I've just
now.
done that.
No, it's about like capturing specific radiation that comes from the sun, and to do it, you've got to like build a pit and fill it with a specific fluid, and then amplify shit to catch photons. Whatever. I'll chase it up some other day, but there's a tunneling aspect to it.
Oh, cool.
Whatever. What I wanted to talk about was the Jianhuangang Tunnel. More Chinese record breakers, my friend. This
What have they
time
done?
from the largest underwater shield tunnel to have ever been made. The Jianhuangang Tunnel will feature 6 lanes of travel in both directions in a double-decker configuration. 60-kilometer speed limit. It's a crucial north-south passage across China's second longest river, the Yellow River. It enhances connectivity between Jinnan's main urban area and what's described as the starting area for the transformation of new
what?
and old kinetic energy.
Like a 12-lane tunnel.
It's a double-decker tunnel. So 6
so-
lanes on the top, 6 lanes on the bottom. 17 meters across. 17-meter diameter. This is the largest underground shield tunnel ever made.
So shield tunnel's just the tubing, eh?
So the excavator, the actual tunnel machine itself, which is made by Heron Connect, is 17.5 meters.
Yeah.
The cutting face is
Yeah.
17.5 meters. The finished tunnel is 17 meters. 6 lanes of traffic in either direction.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro. So
That's awesome.
Aside from setting a world record for the tunnel's sheer size, they're called the 14th Bureau Group who made it. They also set a world record for completion time for.
Oh, so this is done.
This part of it is done. The shield tunnel is done. There's more tunneling to be done that
Yeah.
isn't underwater.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. Crews began tunneling on September 1st, 2024. While the entirety of the tunnel hasn't yet been completed, the underwater shielding portion has.
They
It
started
was
that
accomplished
this year?
in 110 days. It's called the Shanghai Shield Machine.
They
had
have
a daily
dragons.
advancement rate. Bro, let me show you.
They
There's
have
a-
dragons, guys.
Check this out. There's a picture on the when I was reading about this. Check out this. They painted a dragon on the excavator face.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. So the cutting face of that's 17.5. That's 5 stories high. It's a 17.5 meter diameter tunneling machine, and they
put
painted
a
a dragon and
fucking
shit on it.
dragon on it.
Yeah, bro.
That's so cool.
That's so sick, right?
Oh, you need to send me that picture.
So
yeah.
the whole deal reckons they'll be open next year, but the difficult and huge underwater part
is finished due
is
to our
done.
giant mechanical dragon that eats our
Yeah,
planet.
you better believe it.
Holy shit.
Yes,
Dude, do you reckon they weaponize those?
the tunnel borer machines.
If you could,
If you're going to do it defensively, then sure.
yeah, but they're gonna, eh? Because
The Chinese,
someone they'll figure out how to make them
if
bad.
they're smart, if they're smart, they'll be doing defense while they're doing offense.
Yeah, you have to. No, you got to just defense tunnels. Remember, it always goes bad if
Defense tunnels, offense, everything else.
offense tunnels go bad though.
They
remember?
do, yeah.
Yeah. Holy fuck, that's cool, dude.
That machine,
We absolutely nailed tunnel talk this
fucking
fucking
A,
week.
that machine has 26 million foot-pounds of torque. So torque is force at a distance,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's a pound a foot away. That's how you express. That's 26 million
of
pounds.
those.
Yeah, bro. That's that machine.
It's like the Hulk. Like that's comic book levels
It is.
of like superhero shit.
Yeah, bro.
I can't comprehend that in normal terms.
yeah.
26 million pounds. What's that? A planet?
It's too much. Like I
It's
said,
the
like our
moon.
brains are equipped for
Yeah.
kind of small numbers.
Yeah, nah, if you like got like say you had a sandwich and you got the moon, it's
yeah.
like 26 million.
Yeah, bro.
What the
if
actual?
you start thinking in billions or whatever, or
Yeah.
millions, you start thinking like 26 million, 27 million. Like the million stops mattering.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, we're not really equipped for it. Anyway, That's been Tunnel Talk.
I think that's us then, eh?
You know what? Happy New Year, Elvis.
Happy New Year, Jizzy. It's been fun.
It's been amazing. I like to go out on a high note. Do you want me to put my headphones back on?
Do we have a high note?
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Don't be fooled by the rituals. They still fuck kids. Laters.
Got it. Fucking nailed it. Nailed Tunnel Talk.
I don't want to hear the segments prior. I just want to hear the tunneling part. In my heart I have but one desire,